Let's understand the requirement and then we will see how you can solve this. So the requirement is I should be able to select a month from here, and based on the month selected and number of months selected here, it should filter the data in this dashboard starting from that month and going all the way back to number of months shown here. So let's look at this. So month selected here is 2019 June, and if I select last 5 months from June, you will see that all the data here is filtered sales data for 5 months before June, including June. And I should be able to select month from here. So for example, if I select say 2019 July, so it will show me 5 months including July and before July, March, April, May, June, July, and same thing for dates as well here. Now, if you are familiar with date dimension, there is a column in date dimension called sequence. So let's see how you can use that to come up with the solution. Now in the date dimension, I'm showing it here from date table. There is a date column, month year column, and then month sequence column. So month sequence column will change for a month, right? For example, for Jan, it is 457. For February, it is 458 for 2018. Now, if I can figure out a way where I select this value here and get the sequence which is there in the date dimension for that month and use that to go all the way back 3, 4, or 5 months depending on number of months selected here, then I have my filter defined, right? Then I can use that to define my filter. So let's see how you do that. And you also need all these values for LOB. I've used ABCD here because I wanted to sort it by year and month. That's why I've used it here. Now, I've already defined an LOB table using this flat file. It's pretty easy to create a flat file like this. You can create it from your date dimension, download that in a CSV file, and then you upload that and create a table on top of that. So I've created a table for month LOB, which are all these values. So for each month, there's a sequence here. Once I have the sequence, so for example, if I select, so let's see here, say what is the sequence for Jan 2018? So if you look at it, Jan 2018 sequence is 457, right? So if this table, I should be able to, if user selects this, I should be able to get this month sequence and then use that to filter date dimension. And that's what I've done here, essentially. So if you look at it here, go back to schema, there's a date dimension here. And month LOV is based on month underscore LOV CSV. This is what this file is. So once you have the setup, this LOV, everything else becomes really easy because now you can define this LOV for presentation variable here. It's just getting month year from that LOV, which is this table, month year, right? And number of months is just an integer. Now, once a user selects here, then you can query that LOV table, supply this as input, and get the sequence back. Now, remember one thing, you can use lookup function for this, but from month LOV, make sure the value that you're passing, I'm passing month year, that should be defined as key here. Only then you can use lookup function. Now, let's see how lookup function is used here to filter this. Going back to filter here, and this is the lookup function. So this lookup function is using month sequence from date dimension, and $p underscore month is returning that month string. And lookup function first parameter here is return me this value from this table, date.month underscore LOV table, return this value using this where clause. From the same table, month year is equal to $p underscore month. So if $p underscore month is say June 2019, it will filter that using this and give me that sequence back. So once I have the sequence back, then I can just say, okay, from the date dimension, the sequence should be smaller than equal to this one sequence, right? Because I want to filter all the data based on month selected and the previous n months. Now to take care of n, there is another presentation variable, $p underscore n. You can apply So this is an Boolean condition, right? So I'm putting two conditions here inside and both of these should be true, and then this will be used to filter dates for month that you selected and previous n months. So another condition here does that, right? So it's just doing sequence greater than whatever this lookup returns minus $p_n. So once you apply this filter, once this filter is defined, then whatever value you select here, those values will be used by lookup function and return appropriate value, right? So I can take 10 here as well and then apply this. So it will return value for last 10 months, right? And all these dates here as well. Hope this helps.